This is not financial advice, not legal advice. It's entertainment, educational purposes only. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. Listen, the government, the bad actors, they want us to think that everything is fine. They want us to think that they can keep naked shorting AMC, GME, and other stocks forever because they know the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI is not going to step in and enforce the rules of the market. Well, they will enforce it if the person committing the crimes are retail investors, pension funds, or institutions that follow the rules. But as long as the 1%ers are robbing retail investors, pension funds, and institutions that follow the rules, the SEC, the DOJ, and the FBI will do absolutely nothing. Okay? They will let it continue. But here's the thing. Citibank and Chase has closed 11 branches in 1 week. Okay? 11 branches in 1 week. And I did a video, I think last week or the week before, about other banks closing branches. The bottom line is this. The banks are in trouble. They're losing money hand over fist. And in order to keep the lights on, they have to reduce their debt load. And how do they reduce their debt load? By closing brick and mortar branches. If the banks were doing so well, if liquidity was great, would they want to make their footprint even smaller? Of course not. They're making their footprint smaller because they can't afford to keep the footprint larger. The banks are in deep trouble. The top banks that I believe are in trouble, and I'm not telling you to use a bank or not use a bank, I believe it's Chase, JP Morgan Chase. I believe, of course, Bank of America, of course, Citibank, and New York Community Bank. Okay? And let's add Wells Fargo in there. I think those are the 5 top banks, in my opinion, that are going to have major issues after the elections. A lot of things that we're seeing now, in my opinion, is just the market being supported artificially because we are in an election year. Once the election is over, we might see some free fall. And once again, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any stock. I'm just telling you that when you see banks closing brick and mortar locations at this rate, it tells me the banks are having liquidity issues. And you guys know, if the banks are having liquidity issues, the naked shorters are having liquidity issues also. And when they can't afford to keep naked shorting the stock, when their liquidity runs out, then they will be forced to start covering their short positions. And then these stocks like AMC, GME, Mullen, SoFi, Neo will start trading at their real value or even higher because of all the artificial selling pressure that was put on them with all the billions of counterfeit shares. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think that these banks closing brick and mortar locations is a sign that their liquidity is drying up, which means the naked shorters liquidity is drying up also? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.